And Utah State out of timeouts. They've used both of their 2 allotted timeouts. They can only slow the game down with substitutions.
Ball hit over, dug up there by Danielson. Mafua, step out, Hartung. That's blocked. Saved by Satelli, but Hartung can't get to it, and that's a point for Utah State. Bodley will come into the game to serve for Utah State. When Bodley was in there, Utah State gobbled up some points toward the end of the first set, only to lose it in extra play, 26-24. Bodley serves. Dug up by Danielson. Mafua gets it across. A big advantage now for Utah State. Ball is hit over and down, hit over by MacArthur. And so Hawaii leading by 6. So Bodley will go back to serve again. Gets it in. Excellent serve that time by Bodley. Ball is hit over by Satelli. And getting the ball over is MacArthur. There's Kai Hui. Mafua, Weber. And Weber right into that double block again. 14-9.
Shows why Utah State, the number 19 blocking team in the country, and you see why right there. Very solid forehands across, and most of that gotten by Chantel Durant.
Bodley serves again, dug up by Weber. Waiting for it is Mafua. Sets up Danielson. Danielson just rips that off Morrow. 15-9, Hawaii leading. Maeda will go back to serve now for the Wahine. That's out.
Maeda usually very steady. Loves the fact she earned this job in fall camp, being the #1 back row specialist for Michelle Weber.
Serving is White. Dug up by Danielson. Mafua back set, big hit by Satelli. That heads toward the seats. Nobody's going to get that. Satelli's on fire. 16-10, Hawaii up. And serving will be Kai Hui.
What I really like about Satelli is how versatile she's becoming, hitting out of the front row and the back row. That's her 3rd back row kill.
Kai Hui serving. Ball is put over, and the double dink goes in by Foles. So it is 16-11. Hargrove comes in to serve. Bodley remains in the game. She's in the back row. Astle comes into the front row for Utah State. Hargrove serves. Bad serve. Really a bad serve. That was out when it left her hand. 17 for Hawaii, 11 for Utah State. Mafua will serve. Bodley, Foles. Ball is hit over by MacArthur in the air by Mafua, chased down by Kai Hui. Danielson, little touch and in. Looking and seeing and doing.
Danielson's got 10 kills, but you know what? I'd say 8 of them are off speed shots. She's only really swung really hard twice tonight.
18-11, Hawaii leading in the second set. Mafua again serving, waiting for it. Foles. Ball is hit over by White. Comes over on the overpass, still alive. Danielson hits it down the line. Bodley is there. Foles. MacArthur. Diving dig by Kai Hui. Getting it across is Maeda. Ball is hit again. This one is off Danielson from MacArthur.
Utah State very patient in that rally. Just kept swinging and swinging until they found a hole in the Hawaii defense. And there aren't many holes in Hawaii defense, by the way.
Corsten comes in to replace Bodley. Serving will be Foles. 18 for Hawaii, 12 for Utah State in this second set. Foles serving, soft serve, Maeda. Ball is just pushed over by Hewitt. There's MacArthur, and Hewitt blocks it, but it goes out. That soft serve has its advantages at times. We'll see if Foles serves softly again, little bubble. A little harder this time. And this time it is out. 19-13. Hawaii up by 6.
Sometimes they'll serve that soft serve to a front row player like Danielson, bring her up inside the 3-meter line to pass the ball, and then she has to go backwards again to go get a running approach for an attack. So it's very often used with really good attackers to pull them up to the net.
Alex Griffiths comes in now to serve for Hawaii. Gets it in. Dug up by Morrow. Foles, double hit. Utah State cannot afford that. 20-13. Hawaii now leading by 7, and they are in the control zone.
Foles whacked freshman of the year in 07 when she first came aboard.
Serving is Griffith. Foles. And that ball is easily blocked by Hewitt. Solo blocked by Hewitt. Off the hit that time.
Well, you knew it was going to be a special year for Brittany Hewitt when she started out the year by getting 16 blocks in her first outing.
Griffith serves again. There's MacArthur. MacArthur hits it off Hewitt. Double block was up Hewitt and Weber. Serving will be MacArthur.
MacArthur player of the week the first 2 weeks of this season.
MacArthur with 11 kills. Griffith, Mafua. Ball hit over by Hewitt. 22-14. Hawaii certainly has spread the wealth. Forsythe will come into the game. Alexis Forsythe from Lake Elsinore, California. Serving is Hewitt. Off the tape, there's Morrow. Foles. Ball is hit over by Corsten. Weber tried to baby it, blocked back. Ball is pushed. Hewitt kept alive by Satele. Forsythe gets it across. Double dink works that time for Foles. The double-handed dink.
Well, that little side set, very deceptive by Foles. He's pretty cagey, the senior who's been around a few times, 5'10" senior.
Serving is Morrell. Mafua. Ball is hit. Did that go off the block? It did. That's a point for Hawaii. Now Morrell is going to go up and argue the point with Michael Yoshikawa, the official. DuBose is up off the bench, and he's going to argue from the floor with Dan Hironaka. 23-15, Hawaii closing in on the second set.
See if you can see a touch here. Hard to tell from that angle, but it's right next to the head referee, so he probably heard it.
Huiatla serving. Big hit that time from the back row. I mean, soaring over the 3-meter line that time was White.
Well, last week she had a pretty bad run in it with MacArthur. They both banged heads, and MacArthur survived and stayed on the floor, and White came out with a concussion.
Here's Bodley again. She serves. Kai Hui Mafua. Weber goes cross court. That'll be returned. Ball is two-handed over by Morrell. Hit again by Weber. That went off the block. 24-16. Aloha ball in the second set for Hawaii. Really had trouble. They escaped in the first set, and here in the second set, they have pretty much dominated from the beginning. Maeda serving. Foles goes to White. And White with a little touch. Almost an imitation of Danielson. Seeing the open floor, 24-17. Hawaii leading here in the second set. They lead in this match 1-0. Serving is White. Dug up by Kai Hui. Mafua, the dink. Mafua had that in her mind. You're going to dink me? I'm going to dink you. 25-17, the final in the second set. We're at intermission. And Hawaii now leading 2-0. And the threat in the WAC in this first game with Utah State. Hawaii is thinking sweep against what could be the second best team in the conference.